What do you do when your code does not work? Well, do you call us? No. First, you should try to solve the problem yourself. And now we will go into teaching you how to solve an error message. And potentially also, if you cannot solve it on your own, what you should do next. Imagine this situation. You're coding and suddenly you run into trouble. This is the situation. You have some code that gives you some kind of error. It has like it's a certain kind of error. In this case, it's a value error. It means that it's something to do with the value. You can also get something like type error and stuff like that. Now, in this case, we do get some informative description. It says that it could not convert string to float. What does this mean? It means that we cannot convert just any text to a number. If the strings only consisted of a number, then we could convert it. But in the case that it does have some letters, we don't know what to do with it. So this will raise an error, and the code will stop executing right here. So this is a situation that you're going to be faced with, I'm sure, over and over in this course. So having a good practice of handling when it happens is good for you. Alright, so what if you don't understand what the error message says? What if it's not as simple as the one we had? Well, the first step is Google and maybe other privacy-friendly search engines are your friend. Okay, so for instance, you can search for Google with this error that I just put forth, and it will say something. For instance, you may find this Stack Overflow post that I found some years ago, and the following explanation by the user called Blender. Somewhere in your text file, a line has the word ID in it, which can't really be converted to a number. Okay, so this makes sense. So text characters do not have any numeric representation unless we make some assumptions, um, and therefore it gives us an error. Now this is what I will recommend that you do whenever you get an error. Of course, you're gonna run into other problems along the way, and if you do that, then raise an issue on our GitHub repository and see what if any of your co-students or one of us teachers can help you. When you start your work in groups, you will also be able to use your groups and maybe other groups that you know as a source of information and reach out for help before you ask us teachers.